Pitch Madison report is a very important report, for all advertisers look up to it, all publishers look up to it. All our AOPs are actually done basis the forecast, which is done by the Pitch Madison report. So I think all good there. So it is the one the entire industry looks up to. Same time, going through the presentation and going through the numbers, I would maybe make a personal comment. I think what's not covered adequately is things around digital. I think the digital is going to grow way faster. It's going to be way more rapid. You have to see that Jio was launched only about 3.5 years ago, right? September 2016, and from a country in a pre-Jio era where there were 25 million people using 1 GB of data in a month, to a country which has become 400 million people using 1 GB data a day, which average is about 11 odd GB. Now that's a lot of data being consumed. That's a lot of video being watched, and of course, there is a lot of time which is going into digital and it's being taken away from print and TV. So those changes, they start to. So you can't really look at these things in a linear way. You have to see how. So I totally believe that within 2020. In the coming 1 year, the digital growth curve will be bent significantly. I think that's one thing. The other thing is about the whole nominal growth in next year. This can be challenged by consumer startups who would advertise way more than the traditional companies and in the FMCGs and all other spaces, which I think those are things to be watched, because you have to see the new kids in the block who are in a hurry, and there's lots of. I think we saw Dream 11 really coming into the top 10 charts today. Within a certain group, but there are going to be loads of these people who are going to come and challenge. So I think we have to look more positive. We have to think digital. Other thing which should start to happen this year is that I'm telling you, I'm a novice in the advertising world, but whatever I've learned, I've been seeing this industry as you do a 30-second ad, you do a 30-second commercial, and you get a certain TRP. You get GEC, you get all the women. You do cricket, you get all the men. And that's broadly it. That's where those are safe bets. All advertisers made traditionally. But I think going forward, as digital comes into play, there is going to be a lot more of complexity which will come. And today you don't have to run a single 30-second in Hindi and do one dub in English and one more language and buy some TRP. You can actually do 100 videos in 100 separate locations and run it purely on digital and have an impact which TV could not deliver till now. Digital being real time and connecting commerce back to it. So there's lots happening. So the speed of change in digital is way more, is what I actually collected. I work in Reliance Jio. We are in the midst of the whole digital revolution. We are seeing how fast the things are moving down in India. We are acquiring, we are on a run of 500 million consumers, and whatever Jio has achieved is basis data and using digital tools. And so that's my quick take on the Pitch Madison report. But thank you for this event. I think it's a report to look up to and do all our AOPs. So cheers.